Hey everybody, and welcome to Stunned and Confused, a podcast about Marvel Champions, the card game, a living card game from Fantasy Flight Games. I'm your host, Krautbammer, or KB, and I'm joined by my friend, my co-host, and lover, Joe.
How
you doing, Joe?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Excited to talk about some champions.
Did you practice that shit in the shower?
Yeah, I can practice it in the shower and on the drive to and from work. So if it's bad, it's because my commute was too short today. Our inaugural episode of our Marvel Champions, the card game podcast. We might talk about some other things as time goes on. We'll just see where the wind blows us. But, the main theme here is Marvel Champions, the card game. And if you're looking for hard-hitting card analysis, great decks, then you're in the wrong place because totally. I don't think we can give you any of those things. But hopefully, what we can give you is a good time. Just sitting around talking about one of our favorite card games that we both got into together. Gosh, I guess around the time.
I mean, it was 2022.
So Sinister Motives had come out, and then the subsequent packs hadn't released yet, I think, when we got into the game. And
that sounds right.
Yeah, haven't looked back since. So today we got a first time for everything is what we're calling the show, since our first show. So we'll step through a little bit of an intro, and then we'll talk about what we played recently, some of the shenanigans we've been up to in Marvel Champions, any Fantasy Flight news, Marvel Champions news we need to discuss. And then we'll go into the topic of the show, which today, like I said, we're calling it a first time for everything. We're going to go through, I guess, what's considered the easy villains of the box. Usually the first ones up out of the gate are usually the easiest of the expansions. And so we'll kind of step through them, which ones we like, which ones we don't like so much, and some of the fun games we had around them. So should be a fun show. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right. So I decided we're going to open every show with a little trip to Flavor Town, okay?
Hey everybody, I'm Guy Fieri and we're rolling out looking for America's greatest diners, drive-ins, and dives.
This trip, it's a first-class ticket to Flavor Town International.
So we're going to open every show. I'm going to read a flavor text to you. And what's going to happen, I'm going to read the flavor text, and then I'm going to give you a chance to guess what the card is. And if you don't get it, I may give you more details, right?
Okay.
A little bit more of the quote, or it's a
aspect,
forecast ally, aspect, something like that. So I'm doing this. I'm asking the questions. You're answering because I'm notoriously bad about reading flavor text. I just don't read it a lot of times.
You think I'm over here sitting in? That's all I do at night.
Dude, you don't lie. You love flavor text. You're the guy in the video game who spends like 47 minutes in the menus. That's the equivalent of just sitting and reading flavor text.
Detail.
What's that?
What if I miss a detail?
Yeah. That's you. You're the flavor text guy. You're the guy who spends 47 minutes, making sure his character is perfect. So
it's got to be looking crisp. Got to know everything about him.
Yeah, you got the attention to detail that I don't.
Shit.
All right, you ready?
Let's do this.
Okay. It's all about calculating how willfully blind a person is going to be and then exploiting that.
God bless.
Give you a minute to stew on that one for a minute until I give you some more details.
Am I allowed to Google?
So I will say you're allowed to have Marvel CDB up and look through the cards, but don't click on any specific card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
So you can go through, browse by set, and you click, okay, maybe it's an Ant-Man card, click on Ant-Man, and then just click through or look through his card names without reading the flavor text. So don't cheat, but I will let you
don't cheat.
I will let you peruse. You can peruse, but no cheating.
Oh. Say it again.
Yeah. It's all about calculating how willfully blind a person is going to be and then exploiting that.
Honestly, I got nothing on that. I would say like Vision or something, but like...
Vision. Wow. That was trash. That was just shit. That was a shit guess.
Oh, was it?
I thought this was going to be an easier one.
No.
Okay.
Ultron,
all right.
probably, but-
Okay. Let's see.
Does
I'll
Ultron
give
have a
you.
flavor text? I don't even know right now.
Okay. I'll give you. It was a Wave 1 hero.
Oh my god.
It's a Wave 1 hero specific card.
Wave 1 hero. I don't know. Captain America?
This is great content. This is
Dude,
excellent
we're
content.
knocking this out. This is what people want to hear. Just me, like, just blowing. Just
Breathing into the. All right. You ready? You give up?
Dude, yeah, just give up. Just hand that stuff.
I'm gonna have to do an easier one next time.
Yeah, because like
this
I thought
was
you were gonna like give me like.
okay. All right, I'll tell you
Smash.
who.
Oh, that's
the
Hulk.
quote is from Natasha Romanoff. Does that help?
Oh no, it doesn't help.
This is Covert Ops, a 3-cost event. Thwart action, not hero action. Action. Remove 4 threat from a scheme.
Ooh,
Confuse the
I
villain.
do love her too. That hurts.
That is a great card, man. It's a little bit of there's a little bit of Gambit in there, with his, Creole charmer. But that action, I totally look past.
Or you
I
can
totally
do
look
it in
past
like
that.
alter ego too. So
Yeah, exactly. I totally looked past that. The first several times I played her, being able to do that in alter ego.
oh, dude, I don't think I
is
picked up
amazing.
on stuff like that. Like
Oh, so we I got
100-some
a little.
games.
I got a little. We're going to talk about here in just a second. Actually, our very first game of Champions, and just talk about some of the horrendous shit we did.
Oh.
Learning the game. But before we do that, you want to go through anything you played recently? Anything fun? Any fun matchups you want to talk about before we move on?
I did. What did I do? I did the Vision actually. That's why I probably threw that answer
Yeah.
out there. I did.
You know what I should have done? The first flavor text, it should have just been Defiance. No. All right, Joe, you ready for the big reveal? No. And then you just like,
You know, I just forgot right then.
that
Wouldn't
is
have mattered.
Defiance, right? Isn't it?
Isn't? Yeah,
It's Shang-Chi, isn't it?
Yeah, he's on there. He just does like
Yeah.
just stops it from revealing,
Yeah,
right?
it just says no. You just win a boost card on a mini attacking would be turned face up, discard it
Yeah,
instead.
discard
And
it,
the
yeah.
flavor text is literally just no.
No, it's terrific.
Love that.
It's a great card too.
All right, episode 2. We can save it for that if there is an episode 2.
No, I did. What did I do? I did 2-hand. I did Vision, Protection, and Nova Pool the other night.
Nova
Against-
Pool. I don't play a lot of pool. What's the hook? What's the hook with sell me on Nova Pool?
Oh, shoot! I don't know. I was just wanting to play pool. Is really all that was, dude. I don't know. I'm trying to sell myself on pool.
I didn't waste that $25 on the Deadpool pack. I play pool a lot.
No, I mean I like
Bishop,
pool, but
Bishop
like
Pool is great.
I just swear I always get dread pool and it pisses me off.
Yeah, Dread Pool can kind of suck. Just keeps coming back and back and back. Ugh.
But no, it was fun. I don't know. I mean, it was fun. It was just I was just wanting to play pool for some reason. I was like, I haven't played Nova in a while, and that was really just my whole. That was it. That's why I wanted to do it.
Nova. I love
I know.
Nova.
I feel like I don't play Nova because you like Nova. So I looked and I just saw I haven't played in a while. I was like, nah, I gotta. But this is Jesse's or
This
KB.
was like when you told
KB.
me you had. This was like when you told me you hadn't played Cyclops in over a year, and
Honestly,
it was just like
I think that's the same thing.
so sad. I'm crying on this end here. Oh my god. Cool. Yeah, man. I really enjoy Nova, and I guess I'll tease the second episode a little bit. Our second episode we may do another number theme, right? 1 is a first for everything. 2, we might go for Two's Company.
Oh,
Some of the
two-handed,
two-handed
yep.
stuff we've been doing. And I guess I'll tease it a little bit, but leave it at that. I think Nova is one of like the ultimate wingmen. If you want to try to get the most out of like a Drax or something like that struggles in solo, Nova's great to pair with because he can just kind of cover the board early on really well.
That's what it felt like when I was playing with Vision and Nova. It just felt like he was doing a lot. Like Vision's all right. There's nothing wrong. It's just Nova just felt like he was doing a lot more.
Yep. I love Nova.
What do you play Nova in? Do you play like Justice? Is that what you do?
Well, you know me.
You're gonna go aggression.
I love flashy hone dive bombs, baby. Hone dive bombs for days, son. That's basically if a character has synergy with hone technique dive bomb, that's my default deck for them. I love it. Yeah, we need to do an episode on me not playing.
Are you gonna do home dive bomb with Nick Fury's car?
Nick Fury's area.
Yes, car.
You know, weirdly, one hero I don't like hone technique with is Gambit, and Gambit has a little bit of Nick Fury, or Nick Fury has a little bit of Gambit in him. You know,
yeah.
Well, with being able to take shit off of his suit form to power up attacks, it's almost overkill in a solo game. The amount of damage you get from doing like it's cool, but doing a honed technique dive bomb with Fury's counters, it's way too much. But it'd be fun, so probably will.
Yeah, got to once.
I was playing a little bit of Captain Marvel. I hadn't played Captain Marvel in a while. It was a good time. I was playing Dark Beast, and I was just shocked how, like, I had a Surge Fest that probably would have buried, a solid 60 to 70% of characters or heroes in the game. But Captain Marvel, man, her card draw is insane. And with protection, you have all those lightning resources in protection just naturally. I was playing her big attack event, and I was drawing 3 cards off of it and drawing it because, I can use her ability and all these things. It's like, man, she can just dig herself out of a hole. And if like some of her stuff isn't as good as what we got later on, but her ability to kind of brawl past her shit cards and get good stuff is almost second to none. I mean, it's great. So, and then lastly, I was, we were putting together podcast episode ideas, and I said, let's do one on like controversial takes. And I had a take that was Scarlet Witch is secretly ass cheeks. And
oh, God.
Yeah, and I realized that was kind of we were a little bit joking, but it was a little bit of an unfair take because I hadn't played Scarlet Witch in forever, and I hadn't played her since Age of Apocalypse came out, and we got Blood Gem and Basic Spell.
Oh, okay, yeah, all the new Mystic stuff.
Yeah, so I packed her. Any Mystic in the game, you're basically, I say auto-include, but you can almost auto-include 15 gray cards off the bat with Mystics.
Yeah.
But yeah,
those cards
I kind
are
of
just for them, and they work beautifully.
Yeah, exactly. Spiritual meditation. I mean, you're basically playing with a 37-card deck at that point. What's not to love? Because I don't go over 40 cards because I'm not a bad person like you.
Oh my God, dude. There's just sometimes I just can't get rid of a card. I just can't.
No, you got to cut it.
No,
you can't play over 40 cards.
Oh my God, I have to go over.
It's against the rules now.
There's so many nice.
This
cards.
is a strictly 40 card podcast, and if you break the rules, you're off the show.
Dude, I'm already off.
And our three listeners will weep.
They're all gonna agree with me. They ain't gonna agree with you. Shit.
Oh, we'll see. But yeah, I played some Scarlet Witch Basic, and yeah, it was a great time. I mean, I was playing. I played Unis and a couple other folks, and then I stepped up the difficulty. I played Magneto, and I was actually I was dog shitting on Magneto, but then he surged into a Master of Magnetism, and I had already burned through the encounter deck twice because it's Scarlet Witch, so it had 2 acceleration tokens on the main scheme, and then he schemed, and it was game over. So
that's the fun drawback with her, though.
Yeah, but it was like
you feel powerful, but you got to do it fast. You got to.
Yeah, it was the kind of the true showing of like why I thought she was secretly ass cheeks, but also why she's not, because like she was dump trucking Magneto, right? Like Magneto, she burned his side schemes and then was just stunned, confused, locking the dog shit out of him the entire game. And then she just kind of got unlucky on a treachery, which also made it a little bit more devastating because of the amount of acceleration tokens she had piled up. All right, well, that's what we played recently. You want to talk some news?
Oh, I did
Some
play
sad
Juggernaut.
news?
That's what I played. I was gonna say that.
Oh. You played.
I
Your
did.
vision
I tried
protection
not to
Nova
flip
game.
down. I was like, I'm not even going alter ego. That was my.
So you
thing.
played Juggernaut and didn't take advantage of his shit scheme,
Yeah,
his
dude,
tiny
I
scheme.
did
You just
exactly.
stood and took punches,
That's what I
huh?
was doing. Yeah.
Well, I mean, okay, so Vision, he's easy.
No,
you
it was
know,
fine. It was pretty.
But
And
Nova Pool.
Nova, he was making all the resources so I could get rid of the helmet.
Oh,
So that was nice.
Gotcha. So Nova's keeping the helmet paid off.
Oh yeah,
so the
he was just
overkill
paying
never really
everything.
bit
I
you.
was like, whatever. And then I had the what's the healing the dog that heals you in pool. Shoot, I can't think of it. But
Dog pool?
no, the card. That's all. It's got a dog on it. That's all I remember right now. It heals
I don't
2 at
know.
the beginning of every turn.
Oh,
What is it? It's a basic
Healing factor.
Yeah, dude, this is basic. There you go. Healing factor.
it's literally called healing
Yeah, there you
factor,
go.
isn't
That's
it?
it, yeah.
And like the flavor.
Yeah, you're smart. I don't remember. Maybe you should do the flavors. You remember this stuff.
Yeah, because the flavor text something like way Wolverine's thing is my thing now, or something
Yeah.
like that. That's the flavor text
See,
on it.
you know, right there. Oh my god, we did this backwards.
Dude, let's flip the script because you can't obviously guess flavor text worth of shit. So
No, dude, and I love
you
Black
know.
Widow, and I couldn't get that. So yeah, buddy.
That's tough. We'll have to change it up every now and then because I really thought you'd crush that and you struggled. Because I even said Wave 1, you were like, Captain America? I'm
Dude,
like,
I was just
bro,
throwing out names.
Wave 1.
Dude, I didn't even remember who was in Wave 1 for
Yeah,
a second. I was
Yeah,
panicking.
no, I know. I was like, what is Wave 1? All right,
Moving on.
on to some sad news.
Oh,
You ready to share some sad news?
Yeah,
I'm ready
dude,
to share a
let's
little
do
bit
it.
of sad news. So we're pivoting hard in episode 1. This is no longer a Marvel Champions podcast. This is a Sands of Harad Deluxe Lord of the Rings the card game review. Because Joe, you just got in the mail today. Your Sands custom printed.
Heck yeah.
With high quality proxies.
they were. They're beautiful.
Your Sands of Harad cycle for Lord of the Rings the card game. So this is what this is about now.
Dude, I've been like sleeving all night.
There you go. No, so the real Marvel Champions news here is that neither of us have received our Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. box yet. We have faith that that Thanos will bestow upon us a beautiful expansion box very soon.
Yeah, it'll be here.
But it is not this day.
No, it's
so,
not.
mine is caught in the mail in a weird twist of fate. My normal LGS, my normal local game store that I stopped ordering from, has like 7 in stock right now. But they bungled so many of my pre-orders, I decided to just go with Boardlandia.
They probably noticed that you left. They're like, man, that one guy that likes
Yeah.
Marvel Champions left. We should just start ordering those.
Stock everything. Buy 47 Doctor Strange packs and put them on the shelf.
Dude, did you check? You should have checked.
Oh yeah, they had like weird Lord of the Rings stuff too.
Did they?
Like random.
Shoot.
Yeah, like the Khazad Doom, the second.
Oh, yeah.
I guess wave you
Yeah.
would call it. They had some of the adventure packs.
Were they like normal
from that.
priced or were they up?
They were actually on clearance. But I don't have the deluxe, so I couldn't play it anyway. Anyway. So anyway, hopefully, I think by the end of the week I should have mine, and then obviously when I get it, I'm gonna crack it open, start playing it, and yeah, I'm excited.
Then we'll
obviously.
talk about that.
Yeah, we'll have actual hashtag content to talk about instead
New
of
content instead of
what is it-
the
whatever-
flavor
whatever
text of our
this
first
is.
wave hero.
Yeah, well, you know what? In post, I'm going to put in that Guy Fieri sounder, and you're going to be like, "This is the greatest segment."
Yeah,
of the
you're
show,
just gonna have a
big time.
huge segment of me just breathing.
Yeah. All right. Anything you got to add for news?
No, I'm in the same boat. Yeah, I just haven't got mine yet. My store just
right, man.
hasn't got it. So
Yeah, we'll be there.
they say
We'll
they'll get
there.
it. It'll get here. So I gotta wait.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Blizzard stopped the last one, and they just gave me no excuse this time.
Oh yeah. Well, we had a blizzard here too, but that wasn't. Luckily, it wasn't in the middle of an expansion release. All right, ready to move on for the topic of the night?
Let's do it.
Preamble done. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. Okay.
Wait, are we doing the pre-topic?
Of course, we're doing the. Don't read the show notes, man.
No,
You're
I gotta read
giving
the
away
topic.
the sauce.
Dude, I'm staring right at them.
I can see your cursor in the notes.
Can you really?
Um,
Oh, shoot, I didn't know
yeah,
that's how that worked, dude. I've never
it's a
used this.
live document, homie. Yeah, kind of a last second thing. I thought episode one, the first time for everything. Before we hop into the first villains of each box, I want to take you in the all the way back machine. Take my hand, come with me into the all the way back machine. Take me back to 2022, to a simpler time. Okay,
Oh,
you there?
God, yeah, I'm there.
Close your eyes.
I'm there. I know
Close your
exactly
eyes.
what I'm doing.
All right, and you open your core box. All 47 of your cards are in your core box. You have them divided with cut up pasta boxes with Sharpie shit written on them, like aggression and stuff like that.
Because you sent a
Okay,
nice picture of yours looking fabulous.
we've evolved as humans, but we're in the all the way back machine. Okay, you even have to go several months, maybe not months, but a couple of weeks before that. I want to take you back to your very very first Marvel Champions game. Do you remember it?
I remember who I was, and I remember winning.
Well, I know everybody remembers who they were.
I was She-Hulk.
They were Spider-Man,
No, I
right?
was She-Hulk, dude.
What? You didn't play the recommended game?
No, I ain't doing that.
This shatters me. I was literally going to talk about how everybody's first game
That's for
was
noob.
Spider-Man
That's a noob
v.
stuff. I ain't no noob.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, we've got to dive into that a little bit. So your first game was She-Hulk.
Heck yeah.
You played She-Hulk.
Heck
That's
yeah.
amazing.
I did play the recommended villain, so there you go.
Okay, so you played Rhino, but you played she. So okay, was it something stupid like She-Hulk protection?
No, I did aggression. I did what I thought
Okay, all
would
right.
match her.
Yeah. Corset protection was dog shit. Like there's
Yeah,
just no
dude.
other. It was so bad.
But I did. It's not like I would have known. I'm sure I thought they were all great back then.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Back then, yeah, you didn't know any better. You were just like, oh my god, these cards are green. That is so cool.
Yeah.
And you're just like loving life. It's like these are green cards. I can play green cards. Yeah. It's funny to look back because I have like a picture memorializing my first game, and I think I sent it to you before, and
You messed up
resent it to
something
you.
with the
And,
Spider-Man. I remember.
yeah, dude. So I'm playing. I'm being a good boy, playing by the rules, playing Spider-Man v Rhino, like a American.
Included the
okay?
cards they told me to include.
Yeah, I was doing all the right things, but it's so funny to look back and just realize how many things you were just consistently fucking up for the longest time. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Like, so in this picture, right, I'm in hero form. Aunt May is exhausted, right? So I was just like having Aunt May heal me in hero form. Rhino's just punched me in the face. Boom, Aunt May's bringing me cookies. Punched in the face, Aunt May with the cookies. Every single time. Just Aunt May, 4 health, 4 health. I didn't realize, like I didn't. You sit down, you read the rule book, you watch videos, and you still mess things up in your first several
Oh
games.
yeah.
I
Still.
was just sitting there having Aunt May heal me turn after turn. I was like, this is the easiest game ever. I don't understand why you would even play this. It's super easy.
Well, you did standard, right? It was standard.
Yeah, I was playing standard.
Okay.
And so I've got Aunt May exhausted. She was healing me in hero form. And then I've also randomly so I have my deck over to the left, my token bank, yada, yada, yada. Everything's a little side scheme out here, all that stuff. And then just kind of off, weirdly in no man's land, is backflip. Backflip is just sitting there. And for folks who don't know, backflip is a zero cost event. Spider-Man prevents all damage from an attack. It's an event, right? I got it just kind of sitting there like it's an upgrade or something, just waiting, I guess. It's like a panic button, how like this, Cable has one, like a panic button,
Yeah.
prevent all damage. I guess I thought it could just sit there until I needed it. I don't know, but it's hilarious to go back and just look through and see how awful you were when you were just a spring chicken playing the game.
Like I'm pretty sure. Yeah. No, all that stuff. Like the events, like you said, I put them down. I thought you just put the cards out and just read them as you needed them or something.
Yeah. I summon ground stomp,
Yeah.
1 damage.
Oh man! And then I remember the worst I did was I think I put the Nemesis set in.
Oh, from the get-go?
Yeah, I just threw them in.
Oh, that's
I have
funny.
no idea why. Like I don't know. Did I never draw Shadows of the Past in those early games and realize it, or
You know what?
did I just think, oh, I just gotta go find it?
That's hilarious. I think I got lucky because also in that picture is Vulture's out. So I pulled Shadows of the Past my very first game. So I think maybe I was a little lucky in the sense that kind of understood how it worked from early on. So what card is there a card you remember like Aunt May? I remember playing and being like, oh, this is amazing. This is
For
the coolest card.
She-Hulk, ooh.
Yeah. Do you have a card that sticks out to you?
I just remember that game. What was it? The big one, the what was it? Gamma
Oh,
Slam, I think.
Gamma Slam. So how much like damage she had incurred
Yeah.
is how much she hits for.
It
So
knows you
basically,
whatever
she's Lord
uses.
of the
It's
Rings
like that.
Gimli.
It's like that. Deadpool card now, I guess. That. Yeah, it's whatever use
Yeah.
of stains you can do to her, to the enemy.
Yeah. It's a great card if you can like pull it off.
Yeah, it
Oh
was
my God,
4.
it's
It
so
was
much fun.
expensive, I remember, but
Yeah, and her hand size is 4, so it's like basically you gotta like early on especially.
But
you're
no,
like,
like,
I don't know how to pay for this.
like I said, I just put it down. Like it was down. Like my events were just out.
I do damage.
Yeah, dude. And I was just like, I'm using this card
God.
finally.
Oh man. All right, man. It to me it was just such an instant hook too, though. Like that first game, it just was like, oh my God! It was like I gotta play more of this. I gotta play more of this. I gotta play. I mean, you'd go to bed thinking about it, waking
Oh
up the
yeah,
next day waiting to play it.
dude. I remember it was me and
And
you got it at the same time. So I was like,
yeah,
I just want to text. I just want to text you. Be like, yo, did you play? Did you play? Did you lose? You win?
yeah, dude. Like you play your like first expert game, and you're just like nervous as shit for some reason. It's like it's a fucking card game.
Oh,
and you're
dude.
just like, oh my
And
God.
you'd tell me something, and I'd be like, oh yeah, no, I totally did that right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then like later, I'm like, shh, bro, he just explained something to me, but I'm not gonna tell him.
And then there's like that moment where you play with someone else for the first time. Like when we got together, like in real life and played together. It's like, is there going to be this moment where one of us is like, oh fuck, I've been doing that wrong for a full year,
Bro,
now,
the first time we got together, I'm pretty sure I saw you set up something, and I was like, I'm glad he set up first because I don't.
Honestly, I routinely don't do setup right. Like when you should reveal the villain, like we'll talk about it here in a minute, but like some of the villains like have like when revealed effects is like I never consistently do that right, but yeah, I just whatever.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm
If
still
you're
checking
here
the
for
rules.
following rules,
Yeah,
get the
dude.
fuck out of here.
Dude, I
We don't
check
follow
rules
rules
still.
on this podcast.
Dude.
We do what we want.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're
All
the one
right.
that told me when you get the what do you call it? Oh my god, I don't know. Where you had to add another threat to the scheme at the beginning of the round, acceleration.
Oh,
I thought you had to do like per person or something.
oh yeah.
I can't remember.
Or was it the hazard icon? The hazard icon is just one additional encounter
No, I did
card.
that one. I remember doing that one wrong, but I also did the
Yeah.
I also did the acceleration. I did it for one per person for some
Ooh,
reason. And you were just like, "Nah,
man.
dude, you don't." You just
I'm
add
always trying to make
you
my
just
life
add
easier.
one. I'm like,
Yeah. I also have this house rule that if I don't like the card, I just throw it away and then I get another one. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I don't do that. I take my L's. I take my L's.
I think I
When
do.
I deserve
I'm pretty
them.
sure. Pretty sure I do. I keep track.
All right. First for everything. You ready to talk some villains?
Well, let's do it.
Spend like 5 minutes or so on each one of these. Maybe some more on some of the ones we like more.
Okay.
Maybe some funny moments we've had with each one of these villains, and just kind of go through our general thoughts on them.
Oh, well, we already
Good with
know
that?
Rhino. We already know what the funny story of that one is.
Oh, dude, I've been thinking about it all day long. It's so good, dude. Ah, man. All right, so first villain, like if you're a good boy who goes pee pee on the potty, your first villain is going to be Rhino, right? Spider-Man v Rhino.
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk v Rhino is your first game if you're a masochist. No, but it's funny looking back how well made the core set villains are. Especially comparing it to something like Lord of the Rings, the card game, where like the first one is a ridiculous cakewalk, the second one is great, and then the third one is impossible.
Dude, the second
In-
one's
in-
great. Dude, that troll hurt me.
Okay, yeah, but it's still doable.
I mean-
It's still a great scenario.
It is.
In Champions, they did so well on this because Rhino is pretty easy, but a good introduction to the game. And then if you want to make him spicier later, the core box came with MODOK. MODOK will hurt your soul if he comes out at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I remember.
So
him.
you can do stuff to Rhino to make him more of a challenge, even with the core box. So, I think Rhino gets a little. I don't want to say a bad rap, but he gets a rap as being too easy. He's got some cards, man, that if they come out stacking or at the wrong time, they will hurt your feelings big time.
Oh yeah.
I think about our game together. I think it was our last game that we played in person.
Dude, it took me a long
visit.
time to play Rhino after that game.
I don't even remember who you were playing. Did you?
I'm pretty sure it was SPDR. Spider,
okay.
yeah, Spider.
For some stupid reason, I don't play him much, but for some reason, I just wanted to play like peak meme Star-Lord, right? Like peak meme Star-Lord.
Dude.
Just taking encounter cards with it's kind of like Deadpool, right? Where like if you're careful when you take encounter cards, or when you do the whole I don't die, I just take an acceleration token. If you're careful with it and play it right, it's really not too bad, and it's really a benefit to them. But if you just meme the shit out of it, it can get really scary real quick. And I guess I don't remember the exact combination, but somehow I ended up with 4 or 5. It was like turn 2, wasn't it? I mean, it wasn't long into the game.
Dude, okay, I looked it up. I have it saved on here.
All right, there we
go. I was
all right.
Quicksilver Protection.
Quicksilver Protection.
You were Star-Lord Leadership.
You were You were going to do...
I was going to try to defend for you and me.
Yes. Yes, so you're like, okay, all right, you just take all the encounter cards you want. I'm going to defend for both of us. It's going to be great. And I was just doing meme stuff, just encounter cards left, right, and center. Didn't care one bit. And yeah, I guess it wasn't long. A couple turns in,
like I couldn't even get set up. Like I couldn't even do anything. I don't think.
I pulled a charge, which is it gives them +3 attack with overkill for 1 attack, and then I pulled a second charge, which is another +3 attack that stacks. and like maybe even his attachment gives him. Anyway, he was hitting for like 10. Like and then he pulled like an assault, and it wasn't assault back then. What was it? Yeah, assault.
Yeah.
Assault. That's the double hit. Yeah, and he pulls like an assault the next turn because I just kept taking encounter cards for the fun of it, and he easily killed us both right away. Yeah. So yeah, he can get nasty if you don't if you're not careful.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't block anything. I was just getting beat up.
I remember I was just like giving you hell. I was like, you said you could defend for both of us. What are you doing, man?
Rhino's just smacking me. I ain't running. I'm not
Smashing
running around.
for 10.
Yeah.
Smashing for 10 after you already took like 2 attacks, and it's just like, what the fuck? Oh, man.
Dude, no, it was literally like 2 rounds, and we were dead, and it was just...
Yeah. And I think we even put bomb scare in there.
No,
like
it was just
Rhino.
Rhino because we didn't this is like our last game we were going to be able to play before we had to go separate ways or whatever, and we're just like, let's go basic and have fun with like.
Yeah, we're just going to crush. We're going to do funny stuff, and we're just going to play Rhino Bomb Scare, and we're just going to have a good time. And it was not a good... Well, it was a good time because it's funny to remember back on it, but it felt bad. I don't know if I played Star-Lord since that day.
Dude, I'm telling you, it took me like months to play Rhino. Every time I looked at Rhino, I was like, disgusting.
The emotional scars are still healing for me. I still talk to my therapist about that game.
Have you not played Star-Lord, though?
Played him once or twice, actually. In fact, talking about all the other great content creators, actually, Villain Theory put up, I think it was like a Reddit thread way back when, and was just giving some advice to players. I think his favorite hero is Star-Lord. Just giving advice to people, not to meme it up too hard, just kind of pick when you take encounter cards.
Yeah.
And, I followed some of that advice. I had a really good time with Star-Lord, actually.
Okay. When I think of Star-Lord, I think of, just how can I hurt myself but win? And it just doesn't go as well as I think it might.
Yeah, dude, you got to come off peak meme just a little bit to play Star-Lord effectively, I think. All right. Number two, come in Rise of Red Skull, another great expansion. I didn't appreciate this one enough because I didn't play it till later.
We played it
After
together the
I'd
first
gotten,
time.
yeah, we did. Yeah, we played it together for the first time, and
It was like in a
man,
hotel
you know,
lobby.
yes, dude, we were at Mount Hood in a hotel, Best Western at Mount Hood playing. Dude, you this isn't Crossbones. You dug us out of a Taskmaster game with Hawkeye.
Oh,
I vividly remember me thinking like we should just scoop this, and you're like, let's just try, and then you like vibranium arrow shit, and it was like, what the hell? Hawkeye's OP.
dude, I did think that. I remember playing that, like, dude, and you were over there like, yeah, Spider Girl's all right. I was like, dude, Hawkeye's just like smelting these people.
Oh, dude. I look back at that Spider Woman build. I'm like, this is shameful. I was like ham fisting like hone technique in, I was just trying to do hone technique stuff, and I'm like, it was bad.
Dude, I remember that you did have that. You just loved that. It was like auto include for you in every hero.
I still love hone technique. If I can put it in, I'll put it in.
Yeah.
No, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about crossbones.
Crossbones,
So
yeah.
keep it on topic. We're a very on topic
Keep
podcast.
this
Okay,
serious.
we're not going
We
to.
have lists and
Yes, we have extensive show notes, not just random bullet points on a Google Doc.
yeah, dude, no.
And we're gonna stay on point. Some podcasts may vary off and talk about other bullshit. Not us. We're gonna stay on
Crossbones.
on point.
He's the man.
He has weapons. I will say the weapons that came with Age of Apocalypse, those can be kind
Oh,
of
have
silly.
you? I have not done that. That
Yeah.
sounds like a good idea,
Yeah.
actually. Wow.
Yeah, go play that.
I
It
might.
can get silly. It can get silly. It can get fun. I like Crossbones. He's one of my He's in my rotation, right? I have a rotation, and he's one of those guys. He's not hard, but start throwing some of these like Mr. Sinister mods on him or Dark Beast mods on him.
Oh, yeah.
and he can be fun. He can be a good time.
Have you ever? Okay, so mistakenly, I can't remember when I did it, but like he's all about weapons, right? And
Yeah.
he has the experimental weapons side deck or whatever it is.
Yep.
And you're supposed to include weapons with him. And one time I just straight up didn't. And like some of his cards say, go look for discard.
Dude, you put some shitty mods in there, and then you pull a raid for armory, brother. That's an acceleration
Yeah,
token.
dude, I did that. I was like, this game
God.
sucks.
Oh,
I played
I'm
two
so
of them.
glad.
I got 2 acceleration. Dude, his schemes are tiny too. They're like 3s.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
6.
That is a thing. Oh, dude, yeah. Crossbones. One of those schemes needs like one extra threat because he can just like advance through his entire set. So like, at some point he's gonna pop. Probably the first one. It's got like what 3?
It's
on
literally
it or
3
something
for
like that.
solo, yeah.
Yeah. So and then you pull both advances. Both advances out of the encounter deck. You're toast.
It's
You're
over.
gonna
This
lose.
game's over, man.
Dude, I'm so glad you brought up Raid the Armory because sometimes I'm just like not in the mood to think through what I'm adding to the encounter deck, and I'll just
in.
yeah, it's like fucking yeah, sure, nasty boys with crossbones. Let's go. And yeah, you put not a single fucking weapon in there.
I drew 2 of those, and it's just like, dude, I did it. I
Oh
discarded
my
them all
God,
one by
dude.
one. I was like, maybe there's a weapon
Oh
in
my
here
God,
that I just
dude.
don't remember.
And then the second one, you're just like, I'll just shuffle these and
Yeah,
add,
dude, I
add
did.
an acceleration.
That's just so. He beat me, by the way. So I'm like,
Yeah, that's an L there, taking L's.
I-
Yeah, I learned that lesson once too. I'm like, ooh, got to put at least one weapon in the encounter
yeah,
deck,
dude.
or shit's gonna go. Because he starts in expert, he starts with his
Machine gun.
Machine
That's
gun,
the only
yeah.
weapon, and he starts with it, so
That's-
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, I learned that lesson. I was like, oh my god, that is so funny. All right, number 3 in everybody's favorite box. We have Brang.
You actually like love Drang, I'm pretty sure. So
I do. I love Drang. I think a lot of people like Drang. And
I think he's
You know-
probably a one of the of that box probably.
yeah. Well, like maybe this is a topic for another day, but I think GMW, Galaxy Most Wanted, it's kind of a bad rap. I mean, Nebula blows and Ronin is super hard, but some villain at some point is going to be the hardest in the game. So,
Yeah, he serves his purpose. You just
Yeah, it's like
you gotta beat him fast, I think, really, and it's just like
Yeah,
It's like a fun thing to do.
He's gonna crush your soul.
Yeah.
You're gonna put the box up, and you're gonna go to bed and say, "I'm never gonna play this stupid game again." And then tomorrow you're back shuffling.
Yeah.
You just shuffling them back up. But really, Brotherhood of Badoon, man, oh my God, this is a great scenario. I mean, it's got a little bit of everything. He starts with Stalwart, unless you kind of pay off the spear early. Um, the minions coming out. It's funny because I can't remember if Drang is called Brotherhood of Badoon or Band of Badoon. He's Brotherhood of
Brotherhood,
Badoon.
yeah.
And then Band of Badoon
Oh,
is
it's like 10.
is a
10 cards?
yeah, it's ten mostly minions, and they're all got really wonky things that they do when they come in. But it's not a required set. It feels like it should be,
Yeah.
but it's not. It's not required. But Brotherhood of Badoon, or I'm sorry, Band of Badoon fits so well with Drang, and I love the when you flip them and you have to. It's like Journey Along the Anduin from Lord of the Rings, right? Like you flip them and then you discard. I don't know. I don't remember what it is, 2 or 3 cards per player, and you have to put every single minion that you discarded into play. I
Yep.
love that moment. It's just like that. It's like playing Green Goblin, right? Like that moment's like, do I flip them? Do I flip them? Do I flip them? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You just gotta wait for that perfect moment sometimes.
You got to have the board state. You got
Yep.
to be ready for it.
Gotta be ready. Although, like,
And it's
Green Goblins, oh god, he just brings out all those encounter cards. You don't know what's coming.
like usually, depending on who I'm playing, and this is getting off topic, but it sort of applies to Drang too. But like, if I'm playing Green Goblin, I want to be ready to nuke him next turn. You know what I'm saying? I want to nuke him from orbit right after this.
Yeah, just to have 1 damage left on.
I love those scenarios when they do something on their third stage that kind of builds that tension, and Drang does that really well.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I like because like you said, usually you try to save like a health before you flip him, and then you just nuke him and just don't even play the third. But I feel like, yeah, Drang gives you like, you might pull a guy that's got like guard or something. It just throws off your whole game or something.
I'm gonna, you know what, put him in with that Dark Beast mod that gives everybody go.
Oh yeah, dude, yeah, exactly.
That would be neat.
Oh god.
Mark it down. Down.
Next time.
Yeah. All right, moving on to the Thanos box. Mad Titan Shadow came in. The first one was Ebony Maw, and I know this one's near and dear to your heart.
It is one of my favorites. I just like Maul, but like no, I think I like the spells. I don't think it's like perfect, but I don't know. Sometimes it can get pretty hectic when he's just got like 3 or 4 spells out.
I love the spells. I think they're so neat. I think it's like it's a mechanic that they haven't revisited, but that time mechanic, right? And I talk about it a little bit later, but that time taking away.
Yeah, you can see like
off
the
those
doom
spells.
coming or something.
Oh my god, yeah, it's like, bro, you're gonna take a fireball next turn.
Yeah.
What you gonna do about it? You're gonna get this fucking fireball.
Doesn't
in the
matter.
face.
It just doesn't matter if
You-
you're alter ego or anything.
Yeah.
Just
Well, I also love it because he doesn't have steady or stalwart, but if you stun and confuse him enough, I was playing him with I was playing Miles Morales against him, and I think I had like 20 damn spells. I mean, I'm being hyperbolic, but I had 1,000 freaking spells laid out in front of me, and it's like, either I keep this stun and confuse train rolling, or I'm toast.
yeah, the moment you
know?
don't, it's over.
Yeah, you're toast.
No, I'd love him. I don't know. He's cool. Like, is he perfect? I guess now, but like, I don't know. He's just always something I have fun with.
Yeah, he can be swingy in the sense where, like, in solo, I wish he had some more cards that, like, either just had more spells in general or had cards that fished out spells. Because it's weird, because in solo, it's either, like, you don't get any spells or you can get 100
Yeah,
spells.
I
You know what I'm
agree. That's
saying?
why I think that's where his problem is. It's just sometimes I'm like, I got 1 spell that whole game or something.
Yeah, you get like the setup spell, and then you get like the spell from stage 3 or whatever. I guess you get 2 spells in expert.
Yep.
Whatever it looks like, but you get the spells that kind of come baked in, and then you don't reveal any of the actual spells, and it feels like, oh, did I even play Ebony Maw? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
And my favorite Ebony Maw games are when you get like you have like 4 or 5 spells out there, and you're like, what am I gonna do, dude? You're like,
I really have to
it's
think
like,
a certain way just to like
yes,
live, and I think that's neat.
yeah, it is fun thinking like 2 or 3 turns ahead. A lot of times he's a little bit on the easier side anyway,
Yeah,
so you don't have to think too hard. But it is kind of cool. How am I going to counter all these things coming up in 2 or 3 turns?
I keep on saying that they're gonna like put some other spells in like a mod pack or something modular,
Oh my god, that would be so cool.
and I could just throw them in there because
That would be cool.
but
Put it, yeah, write it down. Just call FFG. Tell them
need
not
more
brand it.
spells. What for?
Brand it. Put basic spell in his encounter deck.
Spell
He
environments.
heals. He put basic spell in his encounter deck, and then when you reveal it, you put 2 counters on it, and then when the 2's done, you have to add 3 threat, deal 3 damage.
Yeah, I'll do it.
And he heals
Like
3.
auto include for me.
Oh man! All right, you done talking about
Yeah, that's good.
Ebony Maw?
We're good.
All right.
It's my
All
fave.
right. He's your fave. He's your fave first of the box.
Honestly, probably.
Yeah, I think the guy before him, Drang. I think he's my favorite first of the box. But a lot of these first of the box, man, they're just rock solid. They all find their way through the rotation. A lot of them are on the easier side, but like you said, you can always spice it up. With some mods.
you can definitely throw some stuff in there.
All right,
What is it?
you ready for Sandman?
Oh, it's in Sandman. Okay.
Sinister Motives, Sandman. I'll be on. Okay, all right. I'm gonna be honest with you right here.
You love it.
I do like Sandman,
Oh, okay.
but
I
I
thought you did.
always no, I do. I love Sandman.
Oh no, you hate Mysterio.
Oh, don't fucking get me. Don't get me started on Mysterio, dude. We'll talk about some Mysterio light type bullshit later on, which I also hate. Actually, very next. But with Sandman, I hate it because I always play him the exact same. I always prioritize getting a 2 attack ally out and just get him fucking start sleeping, brother.
Yeah.
Come on, start sleeping. It's like it feels a little like I'm gaming it a little bit, because it's definitely designed to make you try to do like more defensive gameplay. Like Ghost Spider is great in this encounter against Sandman because of her defense, and then obviously Miles Morales is just
Oh yeah.
fucking busted. But yeah, any thoughts on Sandman? I mean, to me, he's good. He doesn't stand out as like particularly like amazing, but
He's fine. I like
enjoy
playing him. Yeah, there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing like great or terrible about him. I like him.
I mean, actually that's who I played the other game with Scarlet Witch. I played it against Sandman. I had like 7 acceleration tokens on.
Oh, because he beats it.
He
through.
mills. Yeah, she's milling. He's milling.
Is there
we
ever a
milling.
time where you're just like, you know what? I don't even care what's on city streets.
Oh, dude.
Whatever the card is called. Just like,
yes,
just let
dude.
it pill up. I don't care.
There's a little bit of onus in that too, where it's just like I'm not
Oh, yeah.
financially I'm not financially recovering from this, so I might as well just.
I remember I've had like, I think I've had like 15 on there, and I stopped.
Oh, dude,
I just stopped even putting a counter on there. I was like, you know what? It's just not.
I love that, man. It is thematic. He's just burying you.
Yeah,
he's just
pretty
burying you alive.
It's good.
So. All right, yeah, good Sandman stuff. All right. Oh, okay. Next, we're getting into the mutants, Joe.
Are we already in mutants? Okay.
Yeah, we're in the mutants. We're at Mutant Genesis. My favorite Marvel Champions content so far has been the mutants. I love X-Men. It's kind of my favorite. As a kid,
they're up
I
there.
remember
So
playing-
yeah.
I remember playing the Sega game as a kid. I don't remember what it was called. I've tried googling it. I don't remember.
It was
But
just
remember
awesome.
I think Magneto was at the end. I beat him with Gambit, just like toe poking him with the staff. Anyway,
It's good. I
love
like that.
Gambit
That's
for that.
awesome.
Yeah. So okay, we have Sabretooth. What are your thoughts on Sabretooth?
I like him. It's,
I don't.
I mean, I like to he's protected, or you got to try to get somebody away, even though you don't care about the person you're trying to get them away from.
I like that a lot, actually. Yeah,
I think
like
that's
the Save
cool.
the Senator.
But he's rough. I mean, he's rough with the healing and everything.
it just turns like a slog. I've heard him called a slog before because he just like, oh my god, he keeps healing, and I keep having
Yeah.
to, it feels like it goes on four rounds too long. But I think it's neat. I like it.
Yeah, and you
One of
have
the,
to defend too, right? Because of Robert
yeah, yeah,
Kelly.
yeah. Well, you can still chomp,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but yeah,
But you have to defend for him, is what.
right.
Someone has to.
Yeah, undefended damage goes
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. Okay.
R. Kelly. Not that R. Kelly. Not the one who pees on people.
This guy's pretty bad too, though.
I mean, maybe that R. Kelly does pee on people. I don't know. Look at some of the senators we have now. Uh-oh.
Political.
Might want to edit that. Oh, it's gonna come out in post.
Sabretooth.
Okay, Sabretooth. Yeah, the one thing I hate about Sabretooth, and thank God it is easily correctable.
Oh, you're gonna. Oh, Mystique, aren't you?
Mystique is fucking dog water, dude. Get out of my deck. Get your shit out of my deck. This is why I don't like Mysterio. This is why I fucking hate Mystique. Get your shit out of my deck. It's my deck. It's not yours.
Dude.
This is called the player deck. There's no encounter cards here. It's a player deck.
Oh man, I don't hate her that much. You do.
I hate you for not hating her.
Like, I mean, she's brutal, but like,
Every time I see her stupid blue face, I just scoop the cards and stop playing.
oh my god, dude, that's hilarious.
No, I don't hate her that much, but I don't like her at all.
I don't know. I think you hate her. Like, I knew. Right.
I do hate her, and she ruined Sabretooth for me early. But now I've come around on Sabretooth.
Yeah, I think he's alright. I like him. He's just like I said. I like the gotta protect somebody, gotta help rescue him, protect him. I thought that was neat.
Yeah, he's probably in the bottom third for me as far as just the villains we're talking about today.
Honestly, I could go with that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, one that I didn't put in, and you said, "Hey, this is a first in a pack, buddy. Don't forget
Dude, I love
about
it. It's
my
a nice.
boy."
It's a nice 3-pack.
Dude, Mojo. Listen, if you're out there right now and you're like, I don't have enough scenarios. I'm a new player. Go buy Mojo Mania. It's great.
It's great, yeah.
Especially the first one. They're very unique. All the scenarios are very unique. And Magog, oh my god, it is so thematic. Like drips with theme almost more than any of the other villains. Where you're in a fucking brawl, dude. You're in a brawl, and you gotta
You know, win the crowd
on
over.
yourself.
Yeah.
They hit so hard with that theme, harder than a lot of other scenarios. I mean, I can't say enough. I'm like blazing Magog over here, but and I said Drain was my favorite, but man, Magog, every game comes down to the wire.
It seems close. It's annoyingly close every time.
The fun thing, I've had this happen like once or twice, where surprise contender comes out.
Oh, that's the big guy. That's
before you flip booing crowd. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He comes out before that. You kill him.
Oh, and then he comes right back out, right?
Yes. He comes right back,
oh
dude.
my god, yes. I always do that. Yep.
Such a fun thing. And then there's the card. I think it's a treachery. Now I'm losing it. But basically Magog attacks you with like a stat boost. But if you take no damage, if you defend and take no damage, then you get a counter. Oh, so good. It's like show off or something. It's like, oh man, it's such a cool card where you're just like, oh.
Even when you defeat the whatever you're saying, the surprise contender, you get stuff. So it's just nice. Everything helps you, but also could hurt you if you don't win the crowd, basically.
Yeah, it's like, if you got the cards to deal with surprise contender, it's fun to watch him come back out and just get his ass whooped again. But if you ain't ready for him, it's going to get spicy.
It's good.
Good late addition there.
I like it. Yep. Yeah, because I wasn't going to include the single scenarios, but that one just felt like it's a nice little trio.
Yeah. Yep. You're right. And that's a great one. All right, Morlock Siege. Now, I love Next Evolution. It's probably my favorite box. It's up there for sure. Morlock Siege is really, 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 really easy. Especially
when you get the Morlocks.
If you can get the Morlocks with the Tufts, it's just like
And then hide or whatever. You can just like get hide
Exactly.
back on.
I think the first time we played it, didn't we pull like hide like 3 times? Literally,
Yeah.
just kept getting tough, and
Tough.
it was just like, and
And you both
it
get
comes
one,
with,
right? Even in solo, you get 2 more
yep,
locks, so it's like 2
you get two
toughs.
more locks, yeah, 2 more locks with tufts, and so you're negating 2 attacks. I mean, that's enough to build up and push past most scenarios. You know what I'm saying? It's just in Morlock Siege is already kind of an easier scenario.
I will say, if I start with like somebody like Blockbuster though, or whatever, yeah, Blockbuster. I just remember from the video store, he sucks.
It, um,
If I start
him,
with him, it's rough. Stuff.
Gray Cow,
Yeah,
Gray Cow takes your upgrades. That sucks.
Gray
I
Cow. I
don't
think it's
like.
Gray Crow.
No, it's Gray Cow now, though. Oh, I'm gonna call him Gray Cow now. I don't know why. Holy shit!
I was just thinking like Gray Cow, maybe.
It's too late. We gotta wrap this up. Oh god. Yeah, Gray Cow. He moves your shit. He moves it over there. He takes your shit and moves it over.
Dude. But no, I think there's some moments where yeah, it's not easy, but I don't know. Some of those villains, yeah, you can just meh.
Yeah, yeah. I do love the knock counters. It's kind of like that time theme. Um, a little bit of like the spells from Ebony Maw, where just a clock, a running clock. The knock counters are really cool, and we haven't really seen that in another scenario yet. I kind of It'd be interesting to see. I haven't played Agents of Shield, but like it'd be cool to have like one where it's like, hey, you got 6 turns until X bad thing happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kind of a way to ramp up the difficulty because sometimes some games can be anticlimactic where you've built your board state and then you just kind of crush third stage villain where like that third stage reveal was supposed to be able to kind of get the villain back ahead of you, and
Yeah. And
it doesn't sometimes because you just chew through
yeah,
it.
nothing happens. It's like
Yeah,
it's the
so
same thing. He just has more health.
yeah, exactly. So the knock counters I think is a neat thing. And, they're pounding at the door, they're about to come through. Can you hold off? Type of thing is pretty cool. All right, last one, because we don't have Agents of Shield, so we cannot talk about Black Widow, but we did do a Flavor Town Black Widow, so that
Yeah,
counts for
I
something.
failed. Let's move on.
Yeah, that you failed miserably. Yeah, Unis, man, Unis doesn't get enough love. He doesn't. I love Unis.
Honestly, I love him, but I hate him as well.
Exactly. You love to hate him because like you'll have some games that are like, okay, yeah, that was fine, and then there are games where like you don't even mean for your allies to be dying, but they're dying.
Yeah, it just
Professor X just got sniped in the fucking
oh,
skull.
dude, from the guy that just when revealed, just kill your dudes.
Yeah, the ally. He's like a 3 attack quick strike, and he attacks an ally, and it's like,
It's not even a
what?
quick strike. It's he just straight up when
Oh,
reveals, isn't it?
oh,
It's
oh,
so
I don't remember.
disgusting.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter. You could be an
yeah,
alter ego, and he's still just like, yeah, but
yeah, yeah. That's true. That's true. I don't think it's quick strike. I think it's like when revealed, he attacks an ally with the least amount of hit points or something like that. But yeah, he immediately shits on one of your allies, and yeah, there you go. You can, yeah, like we talked about with Sandman, you can get to the point with Unis where it's like, oh, there's 47 threat on Gene Pool, and I'm just gonna live with Stalwart, Amplify, and
yeah, dude.
Retaliate because fuck,
I'm just
what
trying to
else am I
find a
supposed
way
to
because
do?
there's no way I could get this threat. There's no way. Just
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
I
chum
just have to
blocking every
live with it.
turn,
Oh god, yeah. At this point, it's just like, oh, whatever.
dude.
Oh man, it's a good time. I love the permanent side schemes. I like what they're doing with that. I love Project Wide Awake is one of my favorite scenarios, and so you give me like an environment or a permanent side scheme that can really like change the axes of the game. I'll say just like how you play the game. I love that shit. I love it.
He's one of those guys though. That yeah, when you go to the third stage, it's just meh because I don't think it changes at all. Besides,
Yeah, I don't maybe like reveal an encounter. I can't even remember
no,
now.
there's nothing. It's literally just a toughness. It's exactly the same as his two. He gets
Mm,
one more attack, but like,
mm.
but it's all that infinites thing. That's all that just kills
Oh
me.
my god. No,
Have
my
you ever
god.
played that
Brutal.
with like a person that just sucks at threat? Like I played it with Hulk once. Dude,
Oh God! Why would you do
I
that to
don't know.
yourself?
I don't know,
You
man.
played Hulk like voluntarily?
I
That's
wanted
on you, man.
it's on me, yeah, dude.
That's your mistake.
I just wanted to, man. And I picked him. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm gonna go take Hulk up against Red Skull.
All the schemes, it'll be easy.
With like what's the hood pack that came with all the nasty sides of Streets of Mayhem
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah,
that.
dude.
I'm gonna go Red Skull, Streets of Mayhem versus Aggression Hulk. I'll report back how I did. Stupid.
Dude, it felt like I started the game and it started piling up. I'm like, yep, I'm a dumbass. This is.
All right. Well, that takes us through all of the first of the box villains. A first time for everything, if you would. And man, I don't know about you, but I had a great time.
No, it was
It
fun.
was a fun episode. It was good just to sit down and talk
I'm
some
gonna go. I'm
champions.
just gonna read every flavor text. I'm probably not gonna text you tomorrow. I'm not gonna text
Study
you the day
up.
after.
Study up, buddy.
Just flavor
because-
texts.
Yeah, just taking fucking trip after trip.
Honestly, I thought you were gonna give me an easy one so I could not look like I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know. I don't know how I found that. I guess I was. Oh yeah, I was just perusing through cards, and I was like, "Oh, this would be an easy one." And I was like, "Well, I'm not going to tell him it's from Natasha Romanoff because that would give it away." But maybe I
It didn't
should
even.
have
It
and
would.
just-
It would not have given it away. I'd have been like, Winter Soldier.
He's got the leaks, bruh. All right. Well, thank you everybody for the two people that made it through the last 1 hour of our chaotic ramblings. Well, yeah, we're hoping to release an episode every 2 weeks, once every 2 weeks, if we can manage that. I'm dropping a couple more episodes before we go live. We do have an email address. That's stunnedandconfusedpodcast@gmail.com. Again, the email is stunnedandconfusedpodcast@gmail.com.
Confused and stunned.
No, you're ruining it. You're ruining it. This was my great outro, and now it's gone.
Did you practice
It's
this
terrible.
too?
Hey, man, I'm trying to go pro in the Marvel Champions podcast scene. So,
How many podcasts
It's like-
are there? I've been trying to find them all. I know I listened to a couple, but I don't even know.
there's quite a few. I don't know if anyone's gonna listen to ours, but we're gonna put it out.
We'll get
to
our
the-
family involved. It'll be great.
Yeah, I'm gonna have my wife download it, and maybe one of my cousins that still talks to me. Maybe he'll download it. So that's 2 downloads, crushing it.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna get so many.
But yeah,
Wait, do I have to tell them to hit that like button? Do we have like buttons?
yeah. Do your thing. Go ahead.
Smash that like
Stop.
button, y'all. Wait, do we have a like button? I don't even know what we have.
I don't know. I think so. You can find us on Spotify.
Smash
and
that
wherever you
Spotify
hear-
button.
Smash that spot. No, but email us. Not with your questions because we won't be able to answer them.
Definitely
'cause
not.
We're dog shit. But if you have anything funny you'd like for us to read on the podcast, send us an email. Anything, comments, corrections, or anything we can do better. Let us know. Joe.
Nah, man, this
got
is
anything
fun.
else for the-
I got nothing. This is fun. I don't care. I don't
All
care
right,
if no
man.
one listens. We could just do this.
Well, we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Not too long. Hopefully, in a couple days, we'll be ready for episode 2.
Shoot, I need a sign off thing. What do I say?
Whitey out.
Peace.